Okay, good morning, my dear students. Good morning, good morning. Is it visible clearly now? What about this board? Yes, yes, yes. Right. Okay, today we will discuss about the plant kingdom. So, biological classification chapter is over now. How many kingdoms are there in Pythagoras classification? Please message me answer. Yes. Five kingdoms, very good. Five kingdoms are there. What are they? Very good. Manira. One is Manira. Second one is second kingdom Pratista. Very good. Third kingdom Fungi. Fourth one is Plantae. Fifth one is Animalia.
Mill.
Right. Okay. Now, do you hear me clearly now? Yes, yes. The plant kingdom is consists of five groups of the plants. They are one is algae. Second one is bryophytes. Third kingdom is fungi. Sorry, pteridophytes. Fourth one is gymnosperms.
Gymnosperms.
Fifth kingdom is
Angiosperms.
fifth group of plants are angiosperms. five groups of plants are there in the kingdom Plantae. They are one is algae, second one rheophytes, third one pteridophytes, fourth one is gymnosperms, and fifth one is the angiosperms. So algae are present in how many kingdoms?
3.
Algae are present in how many kingdoms? 3 kingdoms. Very good. What are they?
Monera, Protista, and Plantae.
In Whittaker's classification. In Whittaker's classification, very good. Monera. Monera is consists of some of the algae. Okay, what are they? Protista, very good. Monera, Protista. And Plantae, very good. Blue-green algae in Monera. Blue-green algae in Kingdom Monera. Already we have learned about the characteristics of blue-green algae. Blue-green algae belongs to Kingdom Monera. Right. The second kingdom is the Protista. In Whittaker's classification, the Protista is consists of some of the algae, like as golden algae. Golden algae, desmids, chrysophytes includes diatoms and desmids. The desmids are commonly known as golden algae. So some of the algae are present in the Protista, whereas in the Plantae, the next kingdom, Plantae, the Plantae is consists of algae. Green algae, brown algae, and red algae. Okay, now how many kingdoms for this algae? In Whittaker's classification, 3 kingdoms. One Monera, second Protista, third Plantae. How many kingdoms possess algae in Linnaeus classification? How many kingdoms are there in Linnaeus classification? Please message me answer in the chat box. How many kingdoms are there in Linnaeus system of classification? Already have learned about the Linnaeus system of classification. Very good. 2 kingdoms in Linnaeus classification. Right. How many kingdoms possess algae in Linnaeus classification? Very good, Tejan. That's one kingdom. The Plantae kingdom. The Plantae kingdom is consists of the cyanobacteria, algae, protistans, and algae. Right, algae are present in one kingdom in Linnaeus classification, whereas in the very good, that is Plantae kingdom. Right, whereas in Whittaker's classification, 3 kingdoms possess algae. Right. Now we have to know about the classification. Blue-green algae belongs to prokaryotes or eukaryotic organisms. Are they prokaryotes or eukaryotes? Blue-green algae. Already have learned about the characteristics of blue-green algae. Very good. Prokaryotic organisms. Because in blue-green algae, the well-defined nucleus is absent. Hence, blue-green algae are not true algae. The blue-green algae are prokaryotic organisms, belongs to kingdom Monica. There is no well-defined nucleus. So the classifications are various types. Artificial system of classification. Natural system of classification. Phylogenetic system of classification. Numerical taxonomy. Cytotaxonomy. Chemotaxonomy. So these are the classifications, types of classification. Artificial system of classification. The plants are classified into various types. Types. In artificial system of classification, the plants are classified into various groups based on the number of stamens. Earlier that the plants were classified mainly based on the economic uses. Do you remember that classification? In biological classification chapter, we discussed about that Aristotle classification. Earlier days, the plants were classified mainly based on their economic uses. Food yielding plants, cloth yielding plants. Okay, shelter yielding. Some of the plants are provided timber yielding plants. Aristotle classification. Aristotle scientist was classified the plants into three types based on the morphological character. What are they? There one is trees, shrubs, second one is shrubs, and third one is the herbs. Aristotle scientist classified the animals into two groups: red blood animals and non-red blood animals based on the color of blood. So these are the classifications. So these classifications gives information about the plants only. Aristotle scientists classified the plants into three types, animals into two groups. Linnaeus scientists classified the organisms into two kingdoms. One is Plantae and second one is Animalia. Cell wall containing organisms were placed in kingdom Plantae. Cell wall lacking organisms were placed in kingdom Animalia. So these are the other types of the classifications. So what is artificial system of classification? So earlier days the plants were classified mainly based on superficial gross morphological characters. Means all the external characters are considered, like as habit, number, color, and the shape of the leaves. Earlier days, the plants were classified mainly based on gross, superficial, morphological character, like as habit, number, color, and shape of the leaves. Now we have to know the one by one regarding the artificial system of classification. The artificial system of classification classification is example for artificial system of classification. The linear scientist was classified the plants into various groups based on the number of stamens in the androecium. Androecium. How many floral parts are present in a flower? Floral parts. Do you remember the parts of the flower? Please message me answer. Parts of the flower. Very good. Four. What are they? Very good. Sepals, petals, stamens, carpels. Right. Calyx. Mainly four parts are there in a flower. There one is calyx. Second one is corolla. Third one is androecium. Fourth one is the gynoecium. The units of calyx known as sepals. The units of corolla known as petals. The units of androecium known as stamens. The units of gynoecium known as carpels. The units of gynoecium known as carpels. In some of the plant species, the androecium is consists of 4 stamens. Four stamens in some of the plant species. 4 stamens are present in a flower. In some of the plant species, the androecium is consists of 5 stamens. In some of the plant species, the androecium is consists of 6 stamens. Okay, here I draw androecium in a flower. The androecium is consists of, in some of the plant species, the flower is consists of 4 stamens. So this is 1 stamen, 2nd stamen, 3rd stamen, and 4th stamen. Whereas in some of the plant species, the flowers are consist of 5 stamens. Look here, this is one stamen, and 2nd stamen, 3rd stamen, 4th stamen, 5th stamen. Okay, and whereas in some of the plant species, the flowers are consist of more than 5 stamens. Look here, this is 1 stamen, 2nd, 3rd, 4th stamen, 5th stamen, 6 stamens. Okay, so the stamens number is varies in a flowers. The number of stamens is varies depending upon the flowers. In some of the plants, the flowers are consist of 4. In some of the plant species, 5 stamens. In some of the plant species, 6 stamens. In some of the plant species, more than 6 stamens. 10, numerous. So the number of stamens varies depending upon the types of flowers. Linear scientists classified the plants into various groups based on the number of stamens in a flowers. Okay, na? Is it clear now? Linear system of classification belongs to the artificial system of classification. The linear scientist was classified the plants into various groups based on the number of stamens in a flowers. Do you have any notes regarding this? Please message me, answer in the chat box. Bye. Okay. So antrusion is it floral character or vegetative character? Is it vegetative or the sexual character? The flower is involved in the sexual reproduction. The flowers, the floral characters are sexual. The flower is involved in the sexual reproduction. Very good. The flower is the sexual. Flower is involved in the sexual reproduction. So it's not a vegetative character. So Linnaeus scientist considered the floral character for his classification. The Linnaeus scientist was considered the floral characters for his classification. So artificial system of classification is based on morphological, characters, morphological characters, that's maybe vegetative characters, or the sexual characters, it's floral characters, flowers. Stamen is male sex of the flower. Sexual characters. Carpel is the female sex organ of the flower. Carpel is the female sex organs of the flower. So Linnaeus scientist was considered the sexual characters for classification of the plants into various groups. Linnaeus scientist was considered sexual characters. Which sexual character? The number of stamens in a antrusion. The number of stamens varies. Okay, na? Pea plant. In a pea plant, 10 stamens are present. Whereas in a datura plant, Thornapple, the flower is consists of 5 stamens. 5 stamens. In onion plant, 6 stamens are present. Onion plant flowers are consist of the 6 stamens. So the number of stamens are varies. Stamens are the sexual characters. The Linnaeus scientist was considered sexual characters. Okay? Please highlight. So the artificial system of classification is based on the morphological characters. The morphological characters are either vegetative or the sexual characters, floral characters. So artificial system of classification gives the equal weightage, equal importance to the vegetative and the sexual characters. In the environment, in the atmosphere, the vegetative parts are not stable when compared with the sexual characters. Okay. So it's not acceptable, the classification, artificial system of classification, because the equal weightage as given for both the vegetative and floral characters. The next classification is the natural system of classification. Second one is natural system of classification. Natural system of classification. The Bendam and Lucas classification is example for natural system of classification. Bendam and Lucas. Bendam and Lucas classification is example for the natural system of classification. So the natural system of classification is based on molecular external features and internal features. Both the external and internal features are considered in the natural system of classification. External features, morphological characters, and internal features like as ultrastructure, anatomy, embryology, phytochemistry. Bendam and Lucas scientists class example for natural system of classification. So the natural system of classification is based on external and internal features also. Means external features, morphological characters, right? In artificial system of classification, only morphological characters are considered. Only morphological characters are considered in artificial system of classification. Whereas in natural system of classification, both the morphological external features and internal features are also considered for the classification of plants. The internal features like as ultrastructure of the cell. The cell anatomically, the cell structure is varies depending upon the types of a plant species. Anatomy is one of the branch, so it gives information about the internal characteristics of the plant organs. Okay, anatomy. TS of dicot leaf varies when compared to the monocot leaf. So anatomical structure of the plants varies. Embryology. The embryology branch gives information about the process of formation of the gametes, gametic fusion. The gametic fusion leads to formation of zygote. The zygote is develops into embryo. So So the gametic fusion means fertilization, the fertilization process, and zygote. The zygote formation, zygote is develops into embryo. So that is varies depending upon the types of a plant species. And phytochemistry. The phytochemistry. Phyto means plants. The chemical components of the plants varies. Chemical components of the plants varies. For example, caffeine. Caffeine chemical component present in coffee. DN chemical DN and caffeine also present in tea powder. Nicotine chemical is present in tobacco plant leaves. Nicotine chemical. Okay. Nimbil chemical. Neem tree. Capsin chemical component present in capsicum frutescens, chili. So the chemical components are varies depending upon types of the plant species. Anatomy means the study of the internal characteristics of the plant parts known as anatomy. Anatomy anatomical structure varies. Anatomically, if roots, outermost layer is epidermis. Epidermis layer. If you are cut the TS of root, transverse section of the root, a small thin slice of the TS of dichord root. Two classes of angiosperms. One is dichord organophobic, gymnosperms and angiosperms. So different groups of plants are there. Anatomical structure are varied. Anatomical structure of the algae, bryophytes, pterophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms varies. Anatomy means the study of internal characteristics of the plant parts. The internal characters, internal tissues, the arrangement of the tissues varies. So that concept we will discuss clearly in anatomy of the flowering plants. Okay, na? Is it clear na? Anatomy? The study of internal characteristics of the plant organs. Right. So regarding this objective point of view, which of the following classification is example for the natural system of classification? Natural system of classification. Option 1 is Linnaeus classification. Option 2 is Bentham and Hooker's classification. Option 3 is 1 and 2. Option 4 is none of. What is the answer for this question? Which of the following classification is example of the natural system of classification? Artificial means first natural system of classification, Bentham and Hooker's classification. Ultrastructure. Ultrastructure means ultrastructure of the cell. So the in detail structure of the cell you can see clearly under the electron microscope. The cell wall is the outermost layer. Next layer, the cell membrane. Cell membrane, the arrangement of the lipids, how the phospholipid molecules are arranged in the cell membrane. Okay, and the structure of nucleus, arrangement of the cell organelles, how the cell organelles are arranged in cytoplasm of the cell. How the cell organelles are arranged. Okay, the in detail structure of the cell we can see under the electron microscope. So that is ultrastructure. Is it clear? Ultrastructure of the cell. The in detail structure of the cell we can see under the electron microscope. Okay? And which of the following characters, internal characters are considered in natural system of classification? Option 1 is ultrastructure and anatomy. Option 2 is embryology. Option 3 is phytochemistry. Option 4 is all of them. What is the answer? Very good. Fourth option is the correct answer. Fourth option. Fourth option is the correct answer. Right. Which of the following characters are considered in a natural system of classification, for the classification, natural system of classification, which of the following characters are considered in natural system of classification? Option 1 is external features only. Option 2 is internal features only. Option 3 is both external and internal features. Option 4 is phylogenetic characters. What is the answer for this question? Please message me answer. Very good. Both external, third option correct answer. Both external and internal features are considered in natural system of classification. Next, what is the third one? Phylogenetic system of classification. Phylogenetic system of classification. Phylogenetic means evolutionary characters are considered. Evolutionary characters are considered for the classification of plants. Evolutionary characters. Phylogenetic system of classification is based on evolutionary characters in the plant species. The evolutionary characters in a human beings. Do you know the evolutionary characters in human beings? In ancient times, the human beings are having dense hairs and tail. Nowadays, in human beings, those characters are disappearing. The presence of dense hairs and tail, primitive characters, absence of dense hairs and tail, advanced characters. Whereas in snakes, in ancient times, the snakes are having legs. Nowadays, those are disappearing. The presence of legs in the snakes, the primitive character, absence of legs, advanced character. Like in plant species, the presence of simple leaf. For example, in hibiscus, dasvada, simple leaf. The presence of simple leaf is the primitive character. Primitive character, presence of simple leaf. The presence of compound leaf is advanced character. Compound leaf. Neem tree, leaves, compound leaf. Presence of simple leaf, primitive. Compound leaf, advanced character. So several primitive and advanced characters are there in the plant species. So the phylogenetic system of classification is mainly based on the evolutionary characters. So if the plants were classified mainly based on evolutionary characters known as the phylogenetic system of classification. Right? Is it clear? The phylogenetic system of class. Evolutionary characters are considered in option one is artificial system of classification. Option two is natural system of classification. Option three is phylogenetic system of classification. Option four, one and two. What is the answer for this question? Very good. Third option is the correct answer. Evolutionary characters are considered in phylogenetic system of classification. Phylogenetic system of classification. Next, the numerical taxonomy. Next classification. Numerical taxonomy. Numericals means number. The number and the codes are assigned to the characters. Numbers and codes are assigned to the characters of plant species. For example, the root system. Root system. How many types of the root systems are present in the plants? What are they? They are one is taproot system. Two is the fibrous root system. Third one is adventitious root system. Suppose for the taproot system, let's roll it one. Root system, lower level one. Taproot system is one. Fibrous root system 2. One number is assigned to the taproot system. The second number is assigned to the fibrous root system, and third number is assigned to the adventitious, the characteristics of adventitious root system. Right. Next, the shoot system. Shoot system. What are the parts of shoot system? The shoot system is consists of stem, leaves, branches, and flowers. Stem. In some of the plant species, the stem is unbranched. In some of the plant species, the stem is branched. Here also, the numbers and codes are assigned to the characteristics of the plants. The number and codes are assigned. In numerical taxonomy, the number and the codes are assigned to the characters of the plants. Okay, so the codes, the numbers and codes are assigned. What is the taxonomy? Taxonomy classification, arrangement, or the classification taxonomy means the numerical taxonomy or numerical classification. Cytotaxonomy. Taxonomy means the classification, systematic arrangement of the plants. The systematic taxonomy, arrange. The systematic arrange. Taxonomy is the Greek word. Taxonomy means the systematic arrangement of the plants based on the characters. Is it clear? So the numbers and the codes are assigned to the characters in option 1, artificial system of classification, option 2, natural, option 3, phylogenetic system of classification, option 4, numerical taxonomy. What is the answer for this question? The number and codes are assigned to the very good 4 tops. Numerical taxonomy. Okay, 2 more classifications are there: cytotaxonomy and chemotaxonomy. The remaining classifications and the introduction of the algae. What are algae and the characteristics of the algae? That concept we will discuss tomorrow, next class. Okay, thank you, my dear students. Do you have any doubts regarding this today's session? Please message me on WhatsApp. Okay,